We're live.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Welcome back to the Blue Line Hockey Club. Tonight we have the three of us on. We have the doctor, myself, the host of the show. We have Robbie Pete Peters up there with a Wild jersey on. Our producer, Patrick Uncle Lardy Sullivan, up there with the ball cap. And we wanted to get on tonight and watch some of the Wild Colorado Avalanche game and just give you a little insight about what's been going on this past week and some other things that's been happening in the NHL and some games that we've been watching. So tonight's episode is brought to you by Dormy. Check out their commercial here.
We're three brothers from a small town in the east coast of Canada.
Golf has been in our blood since Caddyshack was at the drive-in.
We've dedicated our lives to this game.
Ride free with them high falcons in the sun. Ride the pebble on down, not over 55 in the motor song, back over at home. In the AM, radar love is coming on strong. It's getting you along. It's going in and go. Easy, won't you take me in? The sun of that old-fashioned California sin. Oh, there's the rules. I don't make them. Give me the dice. Watch me shake them. If I give myself to you, well, you gotta give yourself to me. There's the rules.
There it is, Dormy Workshop. Check them out. Use our promotion code BLHC for free shipping in the United States and Canada. And you see that on the screen there. So check them out, dormyworkshop.com. Really cool shit. Pete, you got one there? Throw it up on the screen. See what our custom Dormy stuff looks like. That's actually that's Jordan Greenway's that we had done for him. So if he plays well tonight, he might get that one. We'll see what happens.
Maybe. Not, it's going on my bag.
So we are waiting for the puck to drop here for the Colorado
It's
Wild
right,
game.
Mark. They're going. The puck drops. It's 18-13 right now. I'll just say real quick, Golf's Most Wanted is another sponsor. They gave us some pretty sick golf markers or metal.
Those are metal, right, Pete?
They're metal.
Sweet.
Very cool. Says, we didn't come here to lay up.
Yeah.
We didn't come here to lay up, folks.
That's right, boys. Good quality shit, man. So even though we're hockey guys, we love to hang out with the golf sponsors. So check out our sponsors, really cool stuff. We know a lot of you listeners out there are golf people, so check them out. And, we got some.
The last one is second string leather. Boys, I got my gloves turned into a wallet.
I can't see that credit card number. Can you take that card over there?
Some sick stuff. Those used to be my gloves. That was my thumb.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool company. We got the wallets, right? I don't know where my
And last but not least,
sponsor
Grizzly.
the
Looks like a string
Grizzly.
leather here, too.
Yeah, that's a nice
Good
one.
stuff.
I like the bifold. I'm more of
Good shit.
just a straight up one shot. The bifolds get too thick in my pocket.
Yeah,
You know, like it.
full of cash, I know. Well, we do have a pretty good showdown.
1-0 Colorado. They went up.
Oh, you're ahead of me, Rob.
Yeah.
Let's be right here, though. Yeah, here's my wallet right here.
My fucking feed hasn't even started yet. This is gay.
Scored. Yeah, I saw that. Lost the stick. Capo Kakinen lost the stick.
Energy Center was an important win for the Wild 2 nights ago against the Los Angeles Kings.
Somebody just came on like, oh, his stick drove it into the net.
Yeah.
Damn. That's just a bad break. You guys hear me
Susie.
better? I just kicked my Yeti on. You must hear me better now, right?
Susie just brought the goalie stick over to Capo. Capo didn't know that Susie brought the goalie stick over, and it was laying in the crease, and then the puck went off. The puck was going wide, but went off the goalie.
Redirected into the net.
Fuck.
This is going to be a good matchup just based on how Minnesota's been playing in this division, up towards the top of the division, coming into this long I don't know what the fuck you would call it, series with the
Four
Avalanche.
games. 4 games.
Yeah.
Are gonna be
4 games, and they have like 1 game against somebody else, and they come right back to another 2 or 3 games with them. So they've got quite a stretch of games with this team, and this Eriksson Ek line or not Eriksson Ek line anymore. The Greenway, Foligno, Sturm line has been playing really well. It was with Eriksson Ek before, and producing a lot of points for this team, and also playing a lot of minutes on the man down.
Yeah. So Fiala's out, right? Everyone knows Fiala had a 2-game misconduct for boarding Sean Walker. Sean Walker was the one that got
Roy.
Roy, yeah.
He got 3 games, right? So does that include the game that he got kicked out of, and then 2 more, or the game he got kicked out of in 3 games?
That's a
good question. I thought it was a 3-game suspension. So it was game misconduct was the one he was in.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
3-game suspension on top.
Which is huge because he had just starting to get on fire for them. I think he had 3 goals in the last 4 games.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hit right there.
There's a hit, and if you would have saw that, Fiala goes fucking head first into the boards too. He took a little bit of face washing with the plastic there, but if you saw after, did you see Fiala like grabbed him like, oh man, I'm so sorry, like put his arms around him almost.
Yeah,
he knew.
He gave him a hug.
That was scary, man. I mean,
yeah, I don't think it was intentional.
No, not at all. And he got his head up too. Roy got his head up, so that helped out a lot. I mean, those instances are scary. So who cares about the suspension? Who cares about whatever? I mean, as long as everyone's healthy, that's all that really matters. But yeah, Fiala's not playing tonight because of that hit.
So Roy was out, and then they knocked out 2 of the Kings defensemen too. One of them the shot with Dumba, and then the other one.
Yeah, Dumba took a slapper to the face, or one of the King players took a Dumba's slap shot to the face.
that was wild. It's Walker.
Walker, yeah.
Look at that shit. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Yeah,
it looked
that's
like he was out. See, it looks like he's all right there to go back on the ice, right? He's still got that right eye.
I mean, his right canal is still working. His right eye. I mean, there's no excuse for that.
He should be able to skate.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. Soft. Yeah, I mean, you could hear him on the ice. Oh!
Can you imagine?
He was groaning, man. You could hear him all the way up in the friggin' press box.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. It's just
no fans there, right? So deadly quiet. You could just hear it.
It's been awful thing. Fucking slapper to the face.
Another thing we got to talk about with this Minnesota Wild team is how Kaapo Kähkönen has been playing for them, and that he's been super solid as far as his performance coming in for Talbot just after a couple games into the season, and actually was supposed to be starting for Iowa Wild this season, and it was bumped up because Stalock was on the IR, and so he got the backup position. Now he's been the starter for 6 games, right around there.
Yeah, about that.
Maybe 5 games, something like that. I don't know. But I think Talbot played 2 games. So what is this, game 8? So this is game 9. He's played 5 or 6 games in a row.
Yeah, this is Colorado tomorrow again at a 7. Playing them back to back. So
yeah, I'm playing everybody back to back. I mean, so I think the key to this year is being able to beat the same team twice. And finding a way to be able to win when you're playing the same team. It's kind of like playoff hockey, where every fucking time you gotta play this, same team 2 nights from the day you played them. So definitely a different atmosphere, and it's all conference games. So you're not seeing, the Wild's not going to see the Rangers, the Devils, the Flyers. None of those Eastern teams are Canadian teams. So it's going to be just a battle between these conference teams. And I think you're going to see a lot more scrums and shit because you play the same team 8 times. You're going to have some fisticuffs.
Yeah, it's going to get a little testy for sure. I mean, even 2 games in a row gets a little testy.
Yeah, no, I want to just say the game, the last Minnesota game, fucking Foligno going right off the fucking drop of the
What was that about anyway? Anybody know what?
I don't even care what was going on there, but I give him a big props for that fired them up.
I didn't see why they were pissed from the night before. I didn't see anything that those two
I
were
didn't see it
I
either.
don't know what that was. You could see they were talking and just friggin' what.
They were definitely chirping.
Yeah, they were definitely chirping for sure.
Yeah, right off the face-off. It looked like he was chirping the guy next to him, but on the camera you couldn't see the defenseman that was talking.
It was
about.
almost like the guy was like, oh shit.
It wasn't much of a fight either, really. I mean, it was like
it wasn't
punches, but got set the mood. Something the announcers have been talking about is with no fans, how do you get the team fired up? How do you get the momentum on your side? You can't get the crowd involved. So how do you get that energy on your side early in the game? I think that was big for Foligno right off the bat. Kind of took the momentum from the Kings right from the face-off. So I was
looks like Cam Talbot's playing tomorrow.
You guys see that shit yet or no?
No.
Oh,
That was nice, huh?
The Greener got an assist on that, no?
I'm getting. It looks like it. He's following him close. He's fired up.
There's Jared Bender.
Who scored that? Zach?
Dumbo scored.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
Greener got the second assist on that one.
Good.
I think. Yeah, it was Brodeen.
Yeah, Greenway passed it to Brodeen to Dumbo.
Right off the helmet of the goalie.
What time are you at? I'm at 13:40 right now. I don't know how it paused. I didn't even realize it does pause.
I'm at 13-11 face off. I don't know.
Oh, a little kiss he gives out to everyone. Third goal of the season, Matt Dumba ties it up 1-1, 13-11 here left in the first period. We were watching the Minnesota Wild, Colorado Avalanche, divisional rivalry right here. Big game, both same record in the standings. Great game. Can't wait.
Yeah, obviously Colorado, one of the best teams in the NHL. This is going to be a good feat for them. They got this Kirill Kaprizov kid right there going into the corner. This guy's going to be a stud for this team.
He was the leading scorer. Sorry, Mark. He was the leading scorer in
the KHL for 2 years.
2 years.
He can score.
It's time to come over here.
And he's not scared. He's not playing like.
Why did they have to wait so long for him? I know they waited a few years for him to come over here. Was there any reason that he didn't come earlier?
I guess just that's a great question. I don't know. Let him grow and mature, I guess. Maybe he had a contract.
Was it like an immigration thing? Who knows? Fucking Russians.
I didn't hear any of the drama.
Oh. It seems like the Wild had turned it up a little bit. The first 10 minutes, it just was in the Wild defensive zone. Colorado was just throwing pucks at the net, but now it's kind of looks like the Wild are waking up here, getting their feet.
Oh, with the ball, the bang, bang.
That's the one thing that the Wild has been able to do this year is that they've been able to answer with goals. Last year, they really struggled to get to those 3 goals a game. That mark that everybody seems to think you need to be at, 3 goals to win games. And last year, it seemed like they really had to win games with their defense. And if it was a 3-4 goal game, a lot of times they couldn't get the offense there. So they were winning a lot of 2-1 games, maybe 3-1 games, stuff like that. 3-2, a lot of overtime bullshit last year. This year they seem to be able to put the puck in the net a little bit better. A lot of changes on offense. Defense is pretty much the same except for Ian Cole. But on offense, they made a bunch of changes. Seems like it's been a decent thing for them.
Yeah, it's just the chemistry, right? You can be like the Penguins and have 7-8 Hall of Famers. speaking of the Penguins, the GM stepped down. Just talking about trying to change things up, right? So, I mean, this Colorado Avalanche team is the same thing, right? So, I mean, on paper, these guys are going to win the Stanley Cup. We had Jared Bettner on our podcast 2-3 weeks ago. I think we're going to have that on between intermission here. You guys can check it out, some of it. But yeah, I mean, on paper, the Avalanche should win the Stanley Cup. But the chemistry now for the Wild is much better than last year. That's for sure, Mark. They're putting the puck in the net.
Yeah. Right here what they're saying. Yeah, so I just think it's huge this year as far as what they've been able to accomplish on the offensive end. Definitely.
What's up, Mickey?
So far this year.
What's up, Nick?
You doing,
You had hockey practice today, right, Nick?
Our future hockey player right here, that's Mick Morley. He's a hockey freak, man. He loves it. 6 a.m. he gets up on Saturdays and Sundays. 6 a.m. we have to get up for practice.
Is he going to take over the podcast when you're retired, Mike?
Yeah, I've only got 30 days left. So.
Been trying to quit for a year, damn it.
That's all right. We're watching the game, Nick. Minnesota Wild playing the Colorado Avalanche. We're a little bit biased towards the Wild. Obviously, Pat's nephew, Jordan Greenway, with number 18 on the Minnesota Wild in his first year of his new contract. Got a 2-year deal.
Yeah, we all
deal.
We all watch the Wild. We usually do a group text thread, just watching the game. But we decided to start watching them here live on live stream and StreamYard. And it's fun, man. Check it out and watch the game with us if you got nothing else to do.
Yeah, throw it on.
Yeah.
Throw it on. If you're not watching the game, you can get a little play-by-play here. We'll give you a heads up on what's going on. 10 minutes left in the first, tied 1-1 here. And,
don't hesitate to reach out with questions too in the comment section. Or I'm going to give you a ring tonight around 2 a.m.
Please do, Lynchy. Make sure you're blasted though.
Rangers tied it up at 3.
Oh.
I mean, go ahead, Pat.
Oh, I'll just say 10 minutes left, 1-1. It's a pretty fast game, great game actually. Jewel Harrison-Ek, we're just talking about him right now. Way ahead of schedule, with points wise. 8 games. How many goals he got? He's the leading scorer on the team right now, for sure.
6. No. How many does he have?
4.
4?
It was
3 goals, 4 points. So +4 rating right now. So huge for him. Big kid.
He's a player to watch for the Wild right now. Is offensively, they really like what they're getting out of him this year. He's been a grinder for the past couple of seasons, and hasn't really been known for putting the puck in the back of the net.
He's playing hard, man. You play hard, you put pucks on the net, and good things come. I mean, it's just the way it works.
He's a big kid too. The Foligno, Greenway, Ek line, they're all big.
Pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ek's a little bit skinnier than the other two, but he's still a big, lanky kid. You put that. There's a lot of arms, wingspan, or whatever the hell you call it, when the 3 of them are out there. Big penalty kill guys too, all of them. Ek,
all of them.
Greenway. Spend a lot of time out there on the man down.
They're not scared to drop the gloves, are they? They'll drop.
Yeah, I think Ek's the only one that hasn't. But
yeah,
look at him. He looks like he's like 15. I think he might have had one fight last year. He's not going to fight anybody. But
Mark, I think they're only 23. So It's a lot closer to 15 than 40.
Yeah. But, I mean, look at the Kirill Kaprizov. That kid looks young as shit, man. He looks like a little boy out there. I watched the Devils game today, and with Jack Hughes out there.
Yeah.
See him get robbed.
Yeah, he's
By
another kid. Looks young as shit, but the Sabres ended up winning that game in a shootout. Jack Eichel was the only one to score in the shootout, and he's just back for the Sabres, so good pickup for them. They squeaked by the Devils. It was a good game. I think it was like 3-3, went in overtime, and then the shootout, and the Sabres ended up winning that one.
What do you do? I was thinking about Jack Eichel today, like just in Buffalo. I actually thought they were going to do okay this year, and maybe jump out and do something. But they're in fourth place there. They got 10 points. They're 4-3. I mean, it's early still, but
they picked up Halsey. What's his name from Minnesota?
That's not the same team as last year. They got Hall, they got Stahl, they got
Stahl.
They got a bunch of new players, so they're trying to find their chemistry. I mean, this is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. It's going to be a long, grueling 56 games. Like Mark said, you're playing the same team 7 times. You're going to end up having 7 fights.
So you're going to piss somebody off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I think Dumba pissed off a lot of people the other night because he took the slap shot in the face, and then what was the other thing that he did that he pissed somebody
He hit
else
like
off?
3-4 through 3 big checks.
All right, Suey. Back to the game now.
Get your popcorn.
I know. I need some popcorn. That's a good idea. We just went to Papa Murphy's. You can get your own pizza, and then you bring it home and cook it yourself. So pretty excited about that. It's actually ready to. I can eat that in front of you guys, right? People like to see.
Yeah.
Pizza.
See you get fat right in front of us.
Yeah.
You fat fuck.
Oh, Greener just dumped that kid. Whoever it was, I couldn't see. He's still getting up.
What time you at, Pete?
I don't know, 9:18. I don't know how I got behind you, but I did.
I'm at 9. I'm at 9:32.
Oh, you did just reckon.
9:11.
Oh,
He's still getting up.
Yeah, Pete got ahead of us, man. He's tricky. That dude needs the smelling salts. Get him the salts, man.
Did you see him? He was slow. I mean, the puck was in deep and came all the way out, and he was still on a knee.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that shit out of him, laying that body.
Yeah.
He's actually a lot more confident this year. I've seen him shooting the puck a lot more than he used to. He used to be like a playmaker and just looking to pass the puck. He's actually been throwing the puck on net quite a bit this year. I was just seeing a big difference from last year. And he's also been laying the body more, and he's not afraid to muck it up in front of the net and drop the gloves or whoever it is. So I think his confidence level has just gone up through the roof.
I mean, you gotta. How would you feel being a rookie in the league, right? And then your second year. He's in his third year. He's got his third year junior confidence. He's going to have a much better season this year. You just walking into the locker room, you're timid. This year, he's the leader in the locker room. So it just changes everything when it's your first time in the locker room to, okay, I know where everything is. This is my locker room. I think everybody's looking up to him this year instead of, kind of the other way around.
Yeah, he's in better shape. I can tell he's in better shape because like last season, he would be the first one to change a lot.
And now he's staying out there a little bit.
Now he's, because Eric Connect, he's a guy that has a motor that can keep going. He's usually a guy that's always the last to change on that line. And I've noticed Greenway's been able to hang out there a little longer this year. You could tell last year he was doing some quick changing. So I think that's good for him that he got his shit together in the off season and got the cardio he needed.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm curious to hear if he ever used that Peloton or at Saturday fucking house.
Oh, he hit his face. Greener, that kid fell and landed on his head first.
Oh, it's a clean hit though.
Clean hit, yeah.
Somebody's gonna try to fight him now.
That'd be great. I hope so.
No comment on the Peloton, fellas, or what?
I don't
What's
know.
that?
It's definitely got laundry on it.
Who's got,
I
who's
said I'm
got
curious
Peloton?
to hear if he ever used the Peloton or not.
Who got one?
Jordan got a Peloton. You don't remember that conversation?
Oh, yeah. I thought one of you two. Yeah, he still uses it, I guess. He says it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, my fat ass could use one. I was hoping you said Jordan never uses his and we ship it down here.
That'd be great, right? That would be great.
Where are you guys at? I'm at 6:45.
625.
I'm right with you, Mark.
Sure.
Oh, Benino. But that Benino played for BU. He played for came over here, won a cup in Pittsburgh, but played in Nashville too. But he's won a state championship, high school hockey, national championship with BU, won a World Juniors for USA, and won the Stanley Cup.
In Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, from Pittsburgh. So, he's won everything in hockey.
And he's playing on the fourth line.
Like that. Well, he's a little bit older, but
He's a good player. He's a face-off specialist, so you'll see him out there in situations where the Wild need the puck, power plays, or end of the game where they're trying to win a face-off. They're putting Benino out there quite often. He's their guy. Now with Koivu gone, Benino's been the guy, their go-to guy for a face.
I haven't heard much of Koivu. Where is he? Where did he go?
I don't know. Is he back over in his homeland? Or do you get picked up somewhere for a bag of pucks?
4-3 Rangers, Chris Lynch says.
Yeah.
Who are the Rangers running tonight?
Lynchy went to UMass with me, one of my lacrosse guys. He's originally from Albany area.
Okay.
Played on Empires with us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's older than you. He's like a year older than me.
Okay.
He went to Bridgeton Prep, Bridgeton Prep?
Yeah. Yeah, Bridgeton Academy or?
Yeah, whatever the fuck's good. Up in Maine there.
Maine, yep.
Rob, didn't we do our Camp Wildwood in Bridgeton, Maine? Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty Wildwood and Camp Wildwood.
Camp Wildwood, yeah. We could talk a little bit about one of our local hometown boys. We're trying to get on the podcast. Just retired from the NHL, who I actually think had a couple years left. Last year sucked for him to be in that. I don't think it would have made a difference if Morley was in that or Jimmy Howard.
Bernier's getting lit this year. They're not doing that hot. I would feel bad to be Bernier. He's going to be the next one on the chopping block because he.
Yeah, Bernier came over from the Avalanche a few years ago. Split time with Jimmy Howard. That team was so bad last year. I don't think you can fault the goalies, but
yeah, really.
Right.
Everything falls on a goalie eventually. But he was on the last year.
Or a GM.
That contract. So, it was one of those things that he probably waited to get picked up. And I don't think he wanted to play anywhere else. His family's got young kids in Detroit. They're involved in hockey there and school and all that shit. I don't think he was really ready just to go suitcase around the NHL.
I don't.
For one more season.
Last
thing
I
doubt he needs the money.
No, he was on. He had a 5-year or 6-year contract. It was like $5.5 million, somewhere in there. So he had a $30 million contract that he went through, and then I think he might have had a 1-year extension last year. So plus he's in. That's this last 5 years. He played 14 years in the organization. So
making at least approximately $1 million a year minimum.
You would think, right? Yeah. So
I should get him through a couple years.
Yeah, he should be good for at least till March, till the pandemic. The stimulus check comes.
I don't know. What's his name? Spent $70 fucking million. Gainsey, Vander Kane.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty good player, man. I watched him play the Wild a couple of nights there. Evander Kane, he's a pretty good player, just not very bright.
Yeah, he is good.
Just not a financial analyst.
No. Hopefully he
He's
bought
not
some
your
fucking
financial player,
GameStop.
huh?
He might have bought GameStop and got himself out of the hole. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go. I was just watching Greenway and Nate McKinnon kind of rubbing each other out there in the corner. Both those guys went to Shattuck St. Mary's actually at the same time together. Nate's a little bit older than Jordan, but I got to watch Nate skate a few times at Shattuck. It's like a hockey farm, and
It is a hockey farm, yep.
Crosby went there. I think there's a ton of players that when you go into the hockey facility, they have 2 barns there, and all the NHL jerseys are up and pictures, and it's really cool. But both Greenway and Nate McKinnon played at Shattuck St. Mary's together.
Did McKinnon go to the NDP?
No, he's from Nova Scotia.
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian. He's from the same place Crosby is. That's why he went to Shattuck's.
I heard something about those two training together out there.
Yeah, they trained together.
I guess McKinnon's got a lot nicer gym in his house, and Crosby always makes him go to his house and work out at his gym.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though his is much newer and nicer. I think that's actually a Spittin' Chicklets interview.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, we won't mention that again.
No, it's not bad. I mean, people in our chat lines are calling us the budget Spittin' Chicklets. I appreciate them even thinking of the 2 shows in the same breath.
We have our budget is how much money you getting?
3 bags of popcorn.
You know, the reality is we've turned zero into, it's not a $1 million company or nothing, but we turned it into something.
We get free chew.
We do it for two.
Uh-oh. Get it up. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here. Watching the Colorado versus Minnesota game here. I think
you ran into your own goalie.
Rob, we are going to have a clip for the
Sakes.
people for when we had the head coach of the Colorado Avalanche on a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm sending that to you right now. I finished that.
A little fight in front. Nah.
Oh, Spurgeon. I got Spurgeon and Kaprizov. They better get somebody else in there.
Eric's an X right there. He won't let anything happen to.
I wish they'd put some fans in the stands. Jesus Christ. I get sick of this fake noise, man. I just wish they'd turn it off.
Raleigh here just got a new – Robbie and I are in Raleigh, and they just got a new airfare from Raleigh to Minneapolis, and I was looking up fares. Like, you can do round-trip fares for, like, $112.
They can't have fans, though, right?
No, Jordan said their family can go in there. There's limited. You can't see them, but they're up there, like, in the boxes and then up pretty high. Yeah.
Down here in Florida, I don't know about Tampa, but I know the Panthers are letting in 5,000 fans per game. So I'm not sure if Tampa's the same.
Come on, Suter.
Suter's getting to the box. Suter is Marley's buddy. You don't like him, do you, Marley?
He's all right. He plays a lot of minutes. You know, he's just a good stay-at-home D guy.
Yeah, that's old school.
plays a ton of minutes, doesn't get into trouble too often. Him and Parisi signed 13-year deals. And they got 5 years left or something, like some unheard of
Deals.
contract.
I mean, jeez.
Yeah,
And I think there's still like 5 more years left on the deal.
yeah, they're going to be there a long time. 3 or 4 years left for sure. Who's going to buy that out? Would anyone buy that out?
No, especially a defenseman at his age. He's loving life, man. But he's like I said, he's a good defenseman. The old school defenseman defends the net, doesn't get any trouble. Hardly,
I was kind of a hater when I first started following Minnesota again and watching. He was just kind of there for me. But there's something to be said about having a solid plus minus. He's not gonna score a ton of goals.
He plays power play though. Plays on the power play. He's
definitely
he's
a solid
player. Good pedigree,
Yeah,
that family.
Solid player.
That family's been in, all stars. So, I don't know how many of them are alive anymore. Not many of them. The Suitors.
I think his dad passed.
Yeah. His uncles and stuff like that.
I don't know about his uncle, but I know his dad passed.
Yeah. Nick thinks it's so cool that he got to come in tonight and be part of the show. So
Yeah, you can come on.
Awesome.
he loves hockey.
Fuck. 2-1 Colorado. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not there yet. It must be right towards the end of the period.
Greenway's on the ice. Power play goal. Down score.
There's that dreaded power play goal. I mean, the fucking Minnesota Wild last game was in the box the whole second period. Pretty much they were up 3-0, let them back. The Kings back into the game through penalties, and it's been something that's been bothering them the last 2 games.
Well, that was their problem last year. They were, I don't know how many total penalty minutes, but every game were just fucking in the box, game after penalty every game.
Yeah, you can't let a team like Colorado on the power play, man. It's dangerous. You gotta stay out of the box. But I mean, to some of these guys' credit, you can get a penalty for sneezing on somebody nowadays. So
Yeah, really.
it's tough, I think some of the penalties, you can say, oh, that was a penalty. And then some of the other ones, I can't see the coach, screaming at the guy when he gets out of the box, like, what the fuck were you doing? Like back in the day when we used to get penalties, they were most of the time stupid penalties. You really,
There we go.
really had to give it to somebody to get one. Suter's in there. Trying to redeem himself here.
That file's up voting pad. It's only at 11%. So
I already got it.
looks like we didn't make it today.
I already got it.
Well, it's probably the names there, but it's not finished coming across. You could hit Dormy. Sorry, Clarky, my bad, buddy. Johnny Clark just called me out for dropping F-bombs.
That's part of the show here, kid. Gotta love the F-bombs. I don't know where we'd be without it, boys.
I have it. I just can't bring it over. I don't know why.
Go ahead and hit the Dormy commercial and let everybody see what Dormy's up to. So one of our main sponsors is Dormy Workshop. They have golf club head covers. They've got really sick head covers. This is the second version that we've gotten from them. These are going to go to some of our much bigger named guests. And we got about 12 total. So we've got a lot of nice head covers there. We're working with Golf's Most Wanted, who gave us some ball markers. They are really cool with metal ball markers, and look at them. They're really nice.
We're three brothers from a small town in the east coast of Canada.
Golf has been in our blood since Caddyshack was at the drive-in.
We've dedicated our lives to this game.
Ride free with them high falcons in the sun. Ride the bell on down. I don't 55 in the motor song. Like a bird home in the AM radar. Love is coming on strong. It's getting you along. It's going in a go. Easy, won't you take me in? Some of that old-fashioned California sin. Whoa, there's the rules. I don't make them. Be the dice. Watch me shake them. If I give myself to you, well, you gotta give yourself to me. There's the rules.
We are still at intermission here. 2-1 Colorado right now over the Wild. Everybody's taking a little break, so feel free to go get yourself a drink. Have a cold one. Come back and have a pop with us. Get yourself a snack, something salty.
Oh, hey, just got back from commercial break here.
Hey.
Wow.
10 minutes, Pete, is the max.
Is that for the upload?
Yep.
Okay, now we know.
Yep. Can you cut that?
Max video we can put up there.
I'm going to have to
No.
cut that in half, but yeah. Let me stop this.
Dumba's on. We got Dumba on right now talking here.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Yeah, for people that haven't watched a Wild game, they always have the person that scores a goal come on in between periods. So Dumba had the lone snipe for the Minnesota Wild, so he's getting the interview right now.
I did a lot of interviews when I was younger.
Yeah, I can tell, Pizza Boy.
Keep feeding your face there, Chucko.
Tried a good one on last night, boy.
It looked like it. It looked
Yeah,
like it.
music
Once I
going.
saw you into the whiskey there, I was like, oh, boy.
You up by yourself listening to music and wife told you to keep it down?
Mm-hmm.
Landlord came to tell me he was going to be evicted.
So, yeah.
Yeah, intermission, boys.
How would you like to get a puck to the face? Looking like that.
Yeah, that was gnarly. There was a trail of blood going from the front of the net where he took that puck all the way to where he got off the bench, and I'm sure it went.
Yeah, I almost hit him in like the face shield.
Well, look at it. It's just underneath that visor, right? If the visor comes right here,
Yeah.
fucking got him right there.
I mean, it didn't deflect. It didn't. It was a direct shot right to his friggin'
Straight to the dome.
To his credit, what the fuck was
Dumba.
taking a slap shot that high, man? Because he wasn't crouched down; he was standing straight up.
Straight
Like,
up, yeah.
That was like a slap shot 6 feet in the air. Like he was going way over the net.
Hi, Cree. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, who knows? Like, that's friggin' a big shot. Like, I can't to shoot that high with a slap shot, like you got to have like an old coffee curve or something, right?
Yeah. I mean, he must have been leaning back off his back foot or something, but and even his own players be pissed off if he's shooting at the net like that. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
that came
Yeah,
by
right.
my head. I'm going to have a word or two with him.
Come on, man. We're standing in front of the net too.
Ankles, please. Ankles, not eyebrows.
Yeah.
If you've never been hit with a puck before, it doesn't feel very good. I got hit in the chin, and it wasn't even a hard shot. Busted me wide open, like instant. Pucks and skin don't go together well.
You took a puck to the nose last year, right, Mark, or something like that?
Chin, yeah. Chin, I got stitches in my chin right here. But
Oh, remember you had your nose all freaking. Oh, that was something else.
Yeah,
That was deviated septum.
Yeah. I
tried to straighten it out, but it's still kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
But it's probably the reason I had to have that surgery. I've been hitting the nose many, many times. It was all fucked up. A lot of scar tissue.
This week, Wednesday, we have the dart guy coming on onto the podcast. If you don't know who the dart guy is, he's a big fan up in Toronto. Yeah. He's going to come on and just talk to us. Unfortunately, he's not going to put any paint on or anything, but he is going to come on the show and talk to us a little bit about how it came about, and he's on all like major shows, and up in Toronto they get him on the radio and things like that. So it'll be fun.
He's not wearing the paint.
He's not wearing the paint. I know, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get a picture up here of him.
The old dart guy. Does he always have the dart in his mouth? Is that part of the deal?
I think so, yeah.
He better have the dart in his mouth.
He's in Canada. It's probably a lefty.
Yeah. That's his signature move. Intermission between the Wild and Colorado game right now, 2-1 Colorado. If you're not watching the game, tune in, check it out. Been a good game so far.
Yeah, coming up we have Jason Livery of Livery Studios, who has, I'm going to ask him just how many helmets he has painted. I'm curious to see what that total number is, but it's a lot. What do you think? Hundreds?
Yeah, definitely. I know he paints a lot of AHL stuff, college stuff.
I wonder how many he does like a week or a month. What is his output? How quickly is he turning around a mask?
It's a thing, like he's got to connect with these goalies because every goalie has their own vision of what they want in their helmet, and he's tries to customize that for each individual. Must be hard to get it right for these guys because he's really got to pick their brain on exactly what they want. And
there's the dart guy.
Obviously, you have to, as a goalie, they want their personality on their helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big business, man. You don't think about that stuff. You got the NHL, AHL. You got 3 goalies on each NHL team. You got the AHL. You got the East Coast League. You got college. He was doing helmets for Clarkson University. This guy's in friggin' Alabama, and this guy's doing painting their helmets all the way down.
I'm curious how that connection was made too, because we've had both the Clarkson women's and men's head coach on, and Jason Livery we interviewed Jason Livery before we interviewed either of those coaches. So I'm wondering if that connection was made through us or not. I mean, maybe not, but Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, like a good helmet painter is kind of like, if you got a good weed guy,
Yeah, I mean, that's right.
we're
Good
traveling
connect.
fast, like, hey, man, I got a guy.
Jay Bro, what's up, kid?
Jay Brass up in Ottawa. He's a big Ottawa fan.
Learn the shitter.
Shout out to the sleeper pick of the North Division. Oh, he's picking the Sens, eh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's early.
It's early.
Hot
It's
Wheels.
early, Jay, yeah. There's Peggy. Watching a little Colorado and the Minnesota Wild intermission here.
We really don't do these, come join us, watch a hockey game. We typically have interviews and stuff, but we're testing out new technology. And rather than, Creed, buddy, rather than do it with, testing out new technology with a live interview, we're kind of playing around now. So we're going to try to start bringing our guests on to these live places so that everybody can see this in real time, but it's not something we're going to test with an interview. When we first saw this, we had Jared Bednar on. There's no way in hell we were bringing Jared Bednar and then Pat Maroon into a new software without understanding the components of it. So we're really just testing it. So thanks for joining us. I hope you guys enjoy it. As Johnny Clark pointed out, our mouths are filthy. And, I'm the leader of the potty mouth here. So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming on, fellas. Good, everybody.
What are lefties?
What are lefties? Cree, you want to
Elaborate?
elaborate a little bit, or?
Looks like Robbie doesn't have any lefties at his house. His eyes are really wide.
I went right directly through my lefties. They gone. It was a little bit softer batch, so I had to smoke extra to make sure I was okay.
There you go.
Your arthritis is feeling better, though, right?
Arthritis, headaches, migraines. I mean, it does help me for every friggin' ache and pain I have. And there's a lot.
There you go.
Sometimes my brain feels like mush. Migraines.
Jordan's hit.
7 seconds and it's gone.
Yeah.
Really?
Big hit by Jordan in the first period on the glass. That was landed right.
That was a big hit, yeah.
We'll take that. Let's do one more shout out to Dormy real quick here before we the period starts again next week. If Jay Bros is still on, Jay Bros, do you know who this guy is? You heard of him? We got this guy coming on the podcast next week. So the old dark guy, he's not going to have any face painting, but look at Dormy sent us all these head covers, golf head covers.
Shout out to Dormy.
Dormy head covers. So here we go.
We're three brothers from a small town in the east coast of Canada.
Golf has been in our blood since Caddyshack was at the drive-in.
We've dedicated our lives to this game.
Ride free with them high falcons in the sun. Ride the pebble on down. Not over 55 in the motor song. Back over at home in the AM radar. Love is coming on strong. It's getting you along. It's going in a go. Easy, won't you take me in? Some of that old-fashioned California sin. Oh, there's the rules. I don't make them. Be the dice. Watch me shake them. If I give myself to you, well, you gotta give yourself to me. There's the rules.
Hey, Patrick with the Irish goodbye. He's coming back, though. I think I'm probably going to be hopping off of the show here. I'm going to go take care of some shit and watch the second two periods here.
Do your thing, dude. Good chat a little bit.
Yes, yeah, it's nice. We watch a lot of these games, but like Rob said, this is the first time we've been getting on here to do it live and watch the game, talk about it as we're watching here. So something new that we got going on and a little interaction with some of our fans while we're watching the game. So stay tuned. Watch a little bit of podcast blurbs, not our traditional interview podcast, but something a little different for our fans. Patrick, welcome back from the effing Darde.
Save sending that now, but it's too late.
All right, boys. Enjoy the game, all right?
All right, Morley.
Next time, buddy.
Take it easy.
All right. Keep it going.
All right.
All right. Go Wild.
Go Wild.
Yeah, buddy.
2-1 Colorado started the second period right now.
Minnesota throughout the course of the season has been as good as anybody. 5-on-5, the chances for so far this season. Minnesota at plus 42 coming in tonight.
Minnesota's plus 42 coming in tonight.
Yep,
5-on-5. That's pretty good. Pretty damn good.
They're definitely playing as a team with more confidence than last year. I think that's noticeable, at least.
I would agree with you on that.
I'm not sure what really the mechanic change there was. They're definitely playing a little bit better as a team. I mean, to be honest, this is how I would expect a Minnesota team to be. They should be competitive in almost every game. It's the state of hockey, for Christ's sake.
Crying out loud, for Christ's sakes.
It's bullshit, Busy. Jordan's talking with Renton in there. They're just talking, not chirping him or nothing, but.
Maybe they'll drop him. It'll be nice.
They're one of the better scoring teams 5-on-5, particularly down the stretch last season. But now they head into a second period that has been their nemesis much of the year. The Wild have been outscored 11-4 in good periods this year. Only San Jose had the worst goal.
Oh.
Double shot. That's deflected wide. Lavina shot. And Grubauer got a piece of that one. Makar races into the Minnesota zone.
So, what do you think of the North Series, Pat? The all-Canadian series. How do you think that's going for them? Everybody up there seems to be stoked about it, but I'm not sure they fully get the – well, at least from my opinion, I don't think it's a great idea. They should not keep it after this, as far as I'm concerned.
After the pandemic, there's no way they will. This is
No, they better not.
no.
Look, the reality is, with the way this works, the Wild is only going to have – or the Canadians are only going to have – the North Division is only going to have one representative, right? And
What do you mean?
well, someone out of the North has to win and come out, right? So there's only one Canadian team that's going to be represented. Now you can look at it. Well, at least one Canadian team will be represented, but I don't know.
Top four teams make the playoffs in each division.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, out of the playoffs, though, in those divisions, there's only going to be, well, top four. Okay, I see what you're saying there.
Yeah. So it'll be 4 teams in each division.
There's four representative there. You're right.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean the Toronto's up top there, which they should be. Montreal's right behind.
Montreal was kind of a surpriser.
5-0. I mean, they've got 12 points. Toronto's got 14 at 7-2.
But again, I don't think that's a good indicator of how that team is doing. They're playing the same teams over and over again. So if you have to go play all 30 teams, you're not going to be Well, it's still early. The first 5 games, that's great, but I don't believe the playing a full 30-team NHL season or schedule is going to be the same representation as playing the same team 7 times
Yeah.
a year.
No, I hear you. I hear you. It's a shortened season. It's kind of weird. We're just taking.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just excited that hockey is being played and we have something to take our minds off it, or off of COVID. But this isn't normal. I don't see anything. I don't want to keep this. There's nothing I love about the way they change stuff. I'm just glad there's hockey on, but please, let's go back to normal as soon as possible.
All right. Yeah, but it was great. We had Jared Bettner on a few weeks ago, and he talked about the team. I think the one thing you said was that they had a bad taste in their mouth.
Well, yeah, I mean, last year they were heavily favored to go deep, and when they lost to Dallas, that was not to me. That was not the Avalanche team that I saw in that series.
Right.
It wasn't. We kept expecting them to come back and overcome that obstacle, but they just couldn't find. They couldn't find that momentum. So when I asked that question, I was like, look, dude, I can taste the that bad taste in my mouth for you guys,
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, what's the character like? Are they going to bounce back? Are they going to be mad as hell, and come back with a chip? Right? You're not going to do this to us this year. We're going deep. We're going in. We better make it to the playoffs. I think for them, they better make it to the playoffs, to say the least, but they better get into the finals this year, as far as, at least the Final Four.
Yeah, them and Toronto, I would have to agree with.
Yeah, and Toronto's in the same boat, right? They were Tampa Bay 2 years ago, right? When Tampa Bay got the first round exit, everyone was like, "What in the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, right.
What just happened? And then we said last year, if Tampa Bay didn't win the cup, then they did not have a successful season because of the same deal. They got kicked out first. They should have come back pissed and won, right? That was never going to happen to them again. So now I see that as, these guys are in the same boat. It wasn't a first round bounce, but that wasn't the end to the season. It's almost like our first year, my first year. We only went to the quarterfinals, and then the next 2 years we won back to back.
Yeah.
Right. So it was that I was pissed, right? That was a disgusting taste in my mouth, and that was not going to happen again. So I could feel that. I sensed it.
Colorado just scored. I don't know.
3-1, Rantanen got his 7th goal of the season. He's pretty all right.
He's okay. Let's see if it went in.
Yeah, that was bar down.
Bar down.
Yep.
Who was on him right there? Foligno? Greenway?
Just under the pipe.
Yeah, that's a goal. Shots are 18-8 in the favor of Colorado, so Wild needs to turn it around here. Maybe drop the gloves or someone. Dumba's been on fire lately, playing really well.
Yeah, his confidence level has come back. I wish he gets he's got to put one in the back of the net pretty quickly to get that the scoring confidence back, though.
Yeah.
Right, when he got that injury, when he pulled his pec off his tit, he was on fire. Everything he put towards the net was going in. So if I'm a Matt Dumba, I want to see myself getting back to, most of my shots. I start to feel like if I put it on the net, it's going to go in, right? So then you start putting it on the net more often, and then, they go in more often. It's the old Wayne Gretzky thing. 99% or 100% of the shots that don't hit the net, they don't go in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, Spurge.
Pulled it out. You're a little ahead of me. Ahead of me just a little.
Offsides is when the puck goes out of the. All right, so maybe for the second intermission, we'll be able to share, a 10-minute clip of our interview with the head coach of the Colorado Avalanche, Jared Bednar. Great guy. He's clearly. You could tell that stung a little bit when I made that comment. He kind of awkwardly gave me a little laugh, but it was serious, right? He knew it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he just has a lot of. He's got some stress on him. I mean, with the team he has, he's going to have to produce here, or else they're going to get someone else in there. So
yeah, he knows. He
kick
knows.
to the nuts for sure.
He's got great players. They're doing great, but if you can't get past the third round or the second round, so they're going to find somebody that can get them to the third or fourth round. Oh, no.
Next goal is the biggest one. 3-1 here, Colorado. 14 minutes left in the second.
Yeah, this pretty much has to be Minnesota's goal, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's put it that way.
I mean, against the Colorado, it's going to be really hard to climb that mountain. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. It's the truth.
Oh, yeah. No, it's pretty tough. They got a good goaltender, Grubauer. Team's on fire. Fast.
You know who I haven't seen this game is Cale Makar, which is kind of crazy because that guy, controls the game.
UMass Amherst player.
Yep. There we go. Let's see.
We had head coach of the UMass Amherst hockey team, Cale Makar's former coach, Greg Carville, on the podcast about a year ago, I would say. Greg Carville had nothing but nice things to say about that kid.
And the reality is Greg Carville was responsible for keeping him back one year, right? I think his freshman year, they wanted him to – was it his freshman year?
Freshman year, yes.
The year before, maybe it was his sophomore year. I think he was a junior when he actually.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Well, nonetheless, Carville had him stay one more year, which got him the Hobie Baker, gave him that confidence, allowed him to go into the finals of the NHL as the entry-level contract, get a little taste of the NHL. He had success in those games, so he was able to transfer it to last year. This year, which is technically his second full season, right?
Yeah.
His confidence should be off the charts.
Oh, I'm sure it is now, yeah. Usually that third year, once you get out of your entry-level contract and you get that your real contract with the NHL team,
Well, it's the jitters of being there, right? I remember when we first got into the Carolina Hurricanes, being able to go cover them, right? Just showing up. It's that, half the reason the people lose to the Yankees is because they're so busy staring at the pinstripes, right? You get caught looking at the surroundings, right? Holy shit, I'm here covering the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm in the locker room. Can you believe this shit, guys?
How crazy was that, eh?
It's pretty wild. But, imagine being there with your equipment, right, and having to put your skates on and, the nerves that you're feeling and, do the guys like me? Do I fit in here? How do I fit in here? What's my role? Hi, Bia.
Hi.
What's up, baby?
Want to say hi?
Hi.
How you doing, Bev?
Good.
You watching, Jordy?
Yes.
Good.
Go Minnesota.
Huh?
100 somersaults.
She did 100 somersaults.
She did 100 somersaults. That would make me dizzy.
We got a power play here for Minnesota. We got Eck in front of the net. Parisi's out there. Kriprasov.
Krill.
Suter. Kaprizov. Ah, shit. This is a big power play right here.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say they pretty much need this. The reality is the first goal for Colorado was really bad luck for Minnesota. I mean, it's a 2-1 game right now if that redirect didn't go into the back of the net.
What are the chances of that?
Unreal. I don't know that I've ever seen that.
I don't
right? Your defenseman picks up your goalie stick, tries to give it back to you. He leaves it there. Somebody takes a shot and bounces it off the stick into the net. That shot was going into the corner. Any bite of the hair of the dog that bit you, or are you not drinking tonight?
Yeah, Coors Light.
I mean, Coors Light, you might as well not be.
What are you drinking?
Heineken.
Ah. Awful.
No. I saw the outside of the Heineken brewery in the Netherlands. I never made it in. I was headed to the red light district where I could get some weed and smoke a little dope, but pretty cool to see where the Heinekens are built.
Sure. Come on, Greener. I'm just glad that we got some hockey. It's been great hockey. I was kind of I was anticipating the sloppy hockey and players not having their game legs underneath them. But man, watching this game tonight, Colorado versus Minnesota Wild, that's what we're watching right now. I mean, this is a fast-paced game.
Yeah, they're going. Everybody's wound up, man.
Capo Kakinen's playing in the net tonight for the Wild. Talbot's coming back tomorrow.
I would love to have this kind of normalcy, to be able to play 56 games of hockey, not have to worry about COVID and, all the friggin' bizarre shit going on in this world today. Everybody lost their fucking minds. I would love to just be able to play 56 games and think of nothing else.
Did you upload that file, the FileZilla game?
It should be over. It's halfway there. 10 minutes, you'll get it. We'll be ready for the second intermission.
Halfway through second here. McKinnon's got it. Man, he's fast.
In my mind, McKinnon is 1, 2, or 3. Well, he's in the top 5, I'll say, in the NHL.
Yeah, definitely. What happened there? I missed that.
Mila's birthday. My wife, Mila's birthday is coming up, and she keeps sending me, maybe this. How about this? I need some of these. Maybe some of these.
Yeah.
I just keep getting them. I told her to give me some suggestions. There's like 1,000 there. Somebody is excited.
Birthday. J Bros.
Shout out to the sleeper pick. Yep. Hot Wheels. Yes, that first period hit was great. Guy landed on his face.
The dark guy. Can't believe we're into February already. These guys played all these games. Tomorrow they play at 7, the Wild.
Well,
Get the Super Bowl next weekend, Pete.
yeah. Looking forward to that. That ought to be a shit show.
Fun one, yeah.
What do you think? I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are going to outrun the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Chiefs got it.
I did call Tom Brady's. I will just say this one more time. I did call Tom Brady's. It's got to be Morley. I mean, I don't care. You can say what you want. Husband, what are you talking about? Goofball. Don't tell all my secrets. Morley.
What did you say? I didn't see it.
Oh, he's a wise guy, that guy.
Don't tell my secrets.
Fucking goof. I forget what I was even saying.
You were talking about you called Tom Brady's bluff or some bullshit.
No, I called his success this year.
Oh, you did?
I did call his success this year. Yeah, everyone was like, oh, he sucks. He should retire. Bill Belichick is the main guy over it. No, Bill Belichick might be the brains, but Tom Brady is the guy that fucking executed every time he stepped on the field. So there was no doubt in my mind, since I played football for over a decade, that Tom Brady was going to go to the next team and he was going to have success. And the reality is he brought Rob Gronkowski out of retirement. He brought people to the Buccaneers that were not going to the Buccaneers without a Tom Brady. So without a Tom Brady on the Tampa Bay team this year, there is no way they were going to the Super Bowl this year. Just wasn't happening.
Definitely not. Ah! Come on, boys.
Oh, that was Mila. She said not to tell her secrets.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
I was wondering. I couldn't understand the context. She said, husband, don't share my secrets.
My secrets, yeah.
She never calls me husband. Sorry, baby. Share your secrets. I just thought it was funny. The texts were coming in one after another. Yeah, I could take these, maybe some of these, some of this, those, more of those.
Man, I just can't keep up with boxes here. Like, all we do is get packages and boxes.
I mean, I had to start a recycler out in the backyard and make a ton of money off of cardboard.
That's what I was saying is, should we start a company where we just go around and pick up the boxes? Like, we could just follow behind.
There you go.
Like, I would pay someone,
I better.
I'd pay someone $40 a month to come pick up all my boxes. I'd just leave them in the garage, and when they get here, open the garage, they can get them all.
$40 a month?
30. Would you do it?
That's an 8. I'll come over and get them once a month. Ay.
Oh, big hit.
Oh, St. Louis is up 3-0 on Anaheim.
Are they? What are some scores here around the NHL here?
I got it. Toronto is tied with Edmonton. That's a huge game.
That is a huge
kind
game.
of like to be watching that right now.
Shots are 25 apiece in the third period, 8 minutes left. That's
Tied
huge.
at 3. That's going to be a gunslinger for the last 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Ooh, that would be
The Rangers are playing Pittsburgh. They're tied at 4.
Man.
Islanders and
Islanders
Philly are
five,
tied at
OT.
2.
In OT.
Games right now, yeah. Washington is beating Boston. Z Chara is beating up on his old team. That ought to feel good.
I think Pasternak's playing tonight.
Our Carolina Hurricanes are beating up on the Dallas Stars right now. 4-1.
Wow, that's big. Trocheck's got some points there.
And, not surprisingly, Tampa Bay is whooping up on Nashville. But
we got the Panthers, Red Wings 2-2. Man, the Flames.
Yeah, the games are still going over here, yeah.
1-0. A lot of good shit going on here.
Did that land yet? No, you're about 70. Oh, my God. I can't wait for this 5G stuff to come out. These high speeds. We really need high speeds. I checked my router. I have 22 devices connected to my router.
22 devices.
22. TVs, laptops, desktops, phones, iPads. What else? VRs, Xboxes. Owen and I both have those. 22 different things. When we first got the internet, dude, you probably had four things connected, maybe. Right? It was probably 2.
Yeah.
Right? For most houses, it was 1 laptop. I have 22 different devices connected, and that doesn't even count the Internet of Things. I have my front light, which is connected to the phone.
Yeah.
You got the Nest connected to the phone, right? So without this new infrastructure, it can't handle everything that we're connecting to the Internet right now, right? I've had the highest speeds of cable for 15 years. It cannot handle everything I have connected in my house right now. You can give me the best one to have. That cable line cannot handle, or excuse me, my router cannot handle 22 connections requesting things at once. It handles one request at a time, and it will kind of set everything back. It does it fast, but it's doing one thing at a time. With these new routers, it can handle up to 1,000 connections at a time, and it will multitask. So
get in there!
no,
It's in there!
run him over. There's Greener.
Damn it. I was hoping that I'd get in the net there. It was going to be a big goal right there.
Oh. Fliggy. And that was Zach coming in to shovel it into the net, but he just couldn't get it in.
Just a big melee in front of the net. Oh. Well, Pete, I might even call it after this period. We can. What do you think? You're gonna watch through? You want to watch the whole third two on here? Or you want to?
No, I mean, it's up to you, Pat. It doesn't matter. We have 5 minutes. I'm gonna watch this regardless. So if we want to, nobody's even on. Not on my side. So
yeah.
It's up to you. I would kind of like to get that Bednar clip on the end of this, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's our first time. We're trying it out. We know what we got to do. You can't wait and make that 10-minute clip now. We know it's a 10-minute clip now. We didn't know that. So, the test is successful.
Yeah, we're working. That's what it's for. Yeah, that's a tight game up there in Toronto. Are they in Toronto?
Yeah. Well, whether it's Toronto or Edmonton, 3-3 is a tight game for those two teams. You got Austin Matthews going against Connor McDavid, and you have Mitch Marner lining up against Leon Draisaitl. It's I'm not surprised it's 3-3 going into the 5 minutes left in the third. That may go into overtime. Pittsburgh, New York is already in overtime. I wonder who's going to finish that out. 4-4.
Sushi's going to get in a fight here. Sherwood.
No, he's going to the bench, or the box is what he's doing.
Sherwood's trying to be a tough guy here.
Is that the dude that when he was a rookie, Milan Lucic suckered him? Didn't we do a video about that punch behind the net?
Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't it Sherwood that got clocked? He put one extra tag into the goalie's pads, and freaking Lucic just went.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I don't know how.
2 seasons ago, I think that was now.
It might have been 2 seasons. It all blends in. Who knows?
Yeah, it definitely all blends in. I haven't left my house since fucking March last year. All right, it's up to you. Jump or no? We're staying for 4 minutes or calling it good?
Let's call it good. It was a good one tonight.
Hour and a half.
We got it, boys.
Good to see everybody that came on and chirped us a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll keep growing that base for sure. Once they know we come on a regular, they'll be on to give us some shit for sure.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Next time.
All right. Bye.
Okay.